Not genuinely, yeah. Genuinely, this is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting for this whole season. Have Arsenal even lost a game this whole season? Have they lost a game? Let me see how many. Okay, okay. They have. Thank God. They. Oh my God. Thank God. They have lost a game. So they've lost 2 games now. But this is what we've been waiting for. Their fans are getting so big in their head. They can't maintain a lead. They can't maintain the lead. Now look at them. They were 6 points ahead. First of all, you know, Man City, man, I don't even want to say this, but they know how to win titles. Like genuinely, they know how to win titles. Cause, dude, like they've been like the narrative is they've been bad this whole season. I mean, they've lost 4 games, they've drawn one, won 10. Right? The narrative is they've been so bad this season. But to be fair, they're only 2 points behind Arsenal. Like they've picked it up. They've been good. Aston Villa, I don't know where they came from. Ollie Watkins have been playing like crazy recently. He's been insane. He didn't score today, but he's actually been insane. But I mean, all I'm saying is bottle Arsenal. Arsenal, the bottle jobs, the Gooners, anything you want to call them. Again, this is no hate on Arsenal themselves. Like they're a fantastic team. They've achieved such greatness, before our lifetime. And at the end of the day, an FA Cup in 2019 is a fantastic achievement. Not many clubs can say that. And again, second place 3 years in a row. Once again, like they're such a fantastic team. They beat Real Madrid in the Champions League. Got knocked out the next round. But they're such a fantastic team, genuinely speaking. And when you look at how Mikel Arteta has structured their team, the way they play, they're extremely boring, but they get the job done. They're good. They have nice slick passes. To be fair, they connect very well. But all their players are very rigid and have no talent. But they get the job done. They win games. And that's what matters. That's what's needed in the Premier League, right? They score a lot of goals from open play, but they also score a lot of goals from set pieces. Which as a United fan, we've scored the same amount of goals from set pieces this season. So I won't hate on that too much, but we are set piece United now. But all I'm saying is this is what we needed to see. You know what I'm saying? We needed Arsenal to lose. We know they're gonna ball it. It was just a matter of when, not if. It was always gonna happen. It was always gonna happen. They're still first, so I could eat my words. I'm saying this lightly. I really am, because I could absolutely swallow my words right now. But we know they're gonna ball it. We knew this was happening, right? We knew this was happening, right? So they just can't win titles. They were talking big talks, quadruple, treble. We're gonna win the Champions League. They beat Bayern 3-1. Oh, we're gonna win the Champions League. Oh, we're gonna win the FA Cup. We're gonna win the Premier League. Like, they are still favorites to win it all. To be fair, but that's just not Arsenal. That's not what they do. That's not what they do. United, we do that. We could be bad, we still win games. We're not talking. You don't need to mention, the Europa League final last year. You don't need to mention that. You don't need to mention that. But we win finals. We win trophies. That's what we do. But that isn't Arsenal. That's not what they do. They still need at least a decade more, of this development in order to really like change their mentality onto winning more things. Because right now, as big as a club that they think they are, they still feel like a small club, just doing very good. They used to be a big club. They used to be a big club. But to me, any club that hasn't won the Champions League isn't a big club. So, in my opinion, they've never been a big club, honestly. But I guess, just for the Arsenal fans that might be watching this, they used to be a big club. But this is what we wanted to see. This is what we wanted to see. Aston Villa did a great job. And I just want to do a shout out to Sunderland, man. Like, they lost today, but for a team that was just newly promoted, sorry, they've been doing extremely well. They're above us. They're above United in the Premier League table. Like, this is crazy. If we win our game on Monday, we jump to 25. We jump to 5th still. If Crystal Palace loses, we jump to fifth still. So, or if they draw, we still jump to fifth. So this league is tight. This league is tight. Pause. But this league is tight. I mean, like, look at how many points between 14th, 15th to fourth. That's crazy. That's such a slim amount of points. Jeez. So this league is tight. Only 8 points between them. So this league is tight. So anything can happen. A little draw, little win, little lose can bump you up for a bit momentarily. It's a much better league than it was last season, where Liverpool just kind of ran with it. We thought that would happen with Arsenal this season, and it still might happen. I could be eating my words. It still might happen, to be fair. But that's just not what Arsenal does. It's really not. So shout out to Arsenal. Shout out for the scoreline. This is what the world needed to see. This is what we wanted to see, and they gave it to us. So we appreciate that. We appreciate the fans for always giving us some proper entertainment. I'm gonna be watching Fan Arsenal TV or whatever it's called on YouTube. Fantastic people out there. They make me laugh all the time. They're honestly, truly, great fans of the sport. And once again, another day, another good day hating on Arsenal. You can't say no to that. You just have to enjoy it. You just have to enjoy it, genuinely speaking. So again, go home to your families, go to work, go to school, whatever you're doing, just go home and enjoy this loss. And if you're an Arsenal fan, again, this is not beyond your expectations. This is what you guys do. You should be used to it by now. Peace.